back to Attestor Forensics. Earlier we showed you our megafume system and how it works to fume cyanoacrylate. Now we're going to show you some of our light sources and explain a little bit about how light sources work in forensics. So you may already be familiar with this concept because forensic light sources, also called alternate light sources, are used to help you better see things that you wouldn't be able to see well with your naked eye. You may already be somewhat familiar with this because UV lights, things that you might be able to find in the pet store, can be used to help look at oil stains or find pet stains on your carpet at home. We have similar concepts in forensics where you use different lights of different colors to find different kinds of evidence and make them have a better contrast against the background that they're on. So what's different between something you'd find at the hardware store and something like a forensic light source you would use at a crime scene? Well, some of the major differences are the type of light they might give off, how strong that light is, and the entire design of the lamp itself. So in forensics, it's very important to have many different kinds of lights. So you might be able to use a UV light to take a look at pet stains, but if you're looking at a certain kind of dye, or maybe certain fingerprint powders, those might not show up at all under UV light. So having different colored lights, different wavelengths of lights, lets us see those better. It's also important to use the correct filters with right lights, so you can better see that evidence. And with our system specifically, we've actually color-coded all of our filters, and you can color match them to make sure you're using the right filter with the right lamp. In addition to having different kinds of lights, what's used in the forensics field might also be a lot stronger than the light that you're used to seeing from the hardware store. In this case, our lamps have a pretty variable intensity, and we can make the light very intense, turn it off, turn it on, just dim it, or we can even adjust the angle of the light. Our light sources, unlike some of the other ones on the market, also have an entirely different design for cooling, which means that unlike some other stuff that's already available, it's less likely to contaminate a scene if it has a cooling fan that might actually suck in debris and deposit it elsewhere. So instead of having a lamp for each individual color, which is a lot of what you might be used to seeing, our system also is more modular, which makes it very portable. In this case, we have a handle system here, and this can be attached to a battery for use at a scene or benchtop work. We also have a corded system here that can plug right into the wall. Our systems are also made to be used with actual lab equipment that you may have already, or used with our own lab equipment like Scene View and LabVIEW. Because we have a single handle system here, you might be wondering, well, how do I hook this up with what I need? And that's pretty simple. Each module we have can be a different color, and we can use one color if we want on here and have multiple modules of a single color, or we could even attach many different colors to a single handle system, or in the case of our compatible systems, a different rail system, and use them one at a time or all at once. And that lets us get us more combinations of light we need specific to the scenes that we need. Our LIGHTcube modules, in addition to be able to be modular, can also easily be transferred from the scene to the laboratory. If you're only able to afford one set of equipment, that makes it a lot easier. And our ability to clean these very easily also helps a lot with that. So now we're going to show you how it's going to be able to be used on actual pieces of evidence, even without a filter system. So this is a 3D printed gun that we're looking at under plain white light right now, and we've processed this with fluorescent fingerprint powder. So there are fingerprints on here, but they're a little hard to see using the white light. So we're going to switch to a UV light, our alternate light source, to get a better idea of where they are and what they look like. And now you can see that these really light up a lot better using our ultraviolet light here, and we'll take a closer look at those later using our lab view.